when KMA reached out to me, stating that two of their expeditioners are headed towards a summit attempt, and they would want to carry a couple of Adventure Worx products with them. I was first, of course, surprised. Almost all, expeditioners, are the trekkers, hikers, who go to the Everest. They never carry an Indian brand. They always carry a very big, well-known international brand. But in this case, Santosh, he was using the Adventure Worx rucksack for many years for various expeditions he has done. He was very confident that an Indian brand could build a gear which can meet up to the challenges of the Everest. So he had the trust.
Many mountaineers and many of our fellow members advised me for about international brands for the Everest expedition. But then what happened, I always was very keen on using our Indian products. And when it came to Indian products, I always knew that Adventure Worx, they always came up with bags or rucksacks or any other products that are up to international standards. My first rucksack back in 2006 was purchased from Adventure Worx. That's how my mountaineering journey it started. So there is a kind of emotional attachment also with this Adventure Worx company.
So that's how they reached out to us. For us, as I said before, it was definitely a challenge. So we had to design a very customized bag. The bag had to have the provision of carrying 2 oxygen cylinders at any point of time, without imbalancing the hiker when they're going on different terrains. The bag had to have a provision where the oxygen cylinder reading had to be monitored by the Sherpa who is hiking along with the trekker. The water bottle pocket designing had to be done in such a way that it is accessible comfortably in different conditions when they are hiking up the mountains by using that very thick gloves on their hands. They had to access it, they had to put it back, and when they go closer towards the summit, it can go up to -40 or beyond that. So -40 to +30 is a huge range a product has to sustain. So that was a big challenge to work on, and the kind of fabrics or the kind of accessories we would put on a rucksack had to basically support those kind of weather changes. When we made that, they took it out for trials, various trials in and around Bangalore and within Karnataka. They came back with feedback on what all changes required in the rucksack, and then we had to just make those changes. So finally the final rucksack was cracked after making 2 prototypes. So the third one was the final version what we were making, and the whole exercise took about a month and a half to complete, and we were finally the team was very happy that the output has come out really well. As a team we were excited before that the product is going, but at the same time there was also a lot of anxiousness within the team. For us product designers, the serious gear makers, a gear should not trouble a trekker when they are out there. It is very, very important. That's the fundamental. So why do we get into designing a serious gear? Is for the safety purpose. Why do we put in so much of effort, so much of R&D on designing everything from scratch to the final product and testing it out in the real usage conditions? Is again because of the safety. So once the final packs were ready and they were about to leave for Nepal, KMA organized a very big event as a flag off ceremony to both the trekkers. They were in touch with us. We were getting pictures from them of various hikes they were doing. We were watching their social media feeds. The moment they push off to from the base camp towards camp 1, camp 2, they go out of range, and until we hear back from them for the next couple of days, it is a very, very anxious moment. I was in Uttarakhand in one of the treks, with my friends, and I was out of the mobile range, obviously, and I was waiting for a news. So when I reached the nearest civilization in Uttarakhand, from the trek, I got into the mobile range and I looked up my messages because I knew that the window they were attempting was between 21st and 22nd of May. There were a couple of messages from the KMA members stating that the summit has happened and it's been successful. To hear that both of them have summited and they have returned back safely to the base camp was a first win. We were very happy about it.
We landed in Kathmandu airport, and one of the foreign expedition team member, he came to me and he was asking me about which is this brand. And suddenly, because most people they're using very few international brands on this Everest expedition, and then I happened to mention him about our Adventure Worx to him, and seeing this bag features, seeing its weight, seeing the other customization that we had made it into this bag, he was very happy. Similarly, after my landing into Lukla, there also the Sherpas and porters who were going along the way all the way to the Namche, they were checking out at my bag. And many times I told them that this is Indian brand, so this is the one that I am carrying to Everest summit. They were also initially they were kind of surprised because they are always used to 3 or 4 brands which they keep seeing on this Everest trail and also during climbing expedition. This was something new to them. And then at the base camp, many people were coming and checking out the oxygen placement facility that this bag had. So that was one of the things that surprised them as well, because very few bags they had this oxygen carrying hooks and things. So this is one of the bags that was made exact to the dimension of this oxygen cylinder. And also this bag had a feature to remove the strap around the waist, and we could use some very simple strap that used to reduce weight by almost 500-600 grams. So every extra gram or extra weight on Everest, it is going to take a toll on body. But this bag gave the comfort to reduce the weight, and still it had all the features to carry more volume in it. Throughout my Everest journey, so this bag was something very special. And in a way that for my Everest, this bag added a lot of value additions. And post coming that, whenever I see this bag, so I feel he's the companion who traveled with me right from Bangalore, from my home all the way till Everest summit, and he brought me back safely to my home at Bangalore. That is the kind of attachment I have developed with this bag.
Summit achievement, for Santosh, along with an Adventure Worx gear, demonstrates the fact that Indian brands can design very high quality technical gear which can sustain any extreme weather conditions. It can sustain vagaries of nature. It can be a trusted partner for a summiter or a hiker in any of the hills out there. Once we have demonstrated it, it kind of increased our confidence, increased our belief that even an Indian brand can design high quality technical gear. And from here, it pushes the bar upwards for us to start designing and developing products which are technically superior in nature and which can really be trusted by any outdoor enthusiast.